Basketball is heating up, spring training is here, and a new star is emerging in the Premier League. We've got all this covered in this week's Top 5 Cards.
My name is Jeff Wilson. By day, I invest in tech companies, and at night, I invest in sports cards. Join me and my team as we help you profit from the hobby we all love.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another week of Top 5 Cards. My name is Tyler Nethercott, better known as T-Pott, filling in again for Jeff, who is out in sunny Arizona at the Topps Industry Conference. We've got some big news from that event that we'll discuss in Cards on the Table this Thursday, so make sure you do not miss that video. As for today, this Top 5 is sponsored by Whatnot. Whatnot has awesome live auctions every day and night, starting at just $1 for packs, boxes, breaks, singles, and more. It's a lot of fun, and if you scan the QR code on your screen and use the special link in our show description below, you'll get $10 in free credit when you sign up for Whatnot. All right, before we get into this week's hot cards, we always like to give you a cold card, and this week that card is Cole Perfetti, the Winnipeg Jets rookie forward. He was a first-round draft pick in 2020, and this year he was third in NHL rookie scoring with 8 goals and 22 assists in 51 games. However, it was announced last week that he sustained an upper body injury, and most recently he's been ruled out for the rest of the regular season. Now, while he got off to a hot start earlier this year, his recent production leading up to his injury on February 19 was actually pretty disappointing. In those 12 games leading up to his injury, he only had a total of 4 points. His 2021 Upper Deck Young Guns base PSA 10 was selling for nearly $100 a month ago, but most recently, that price has all the way dropped down to $50, basically cut in half. This week's cold card, Cole Perfetti. All right, and now for the hottest cards going up this week. At number 5, we've got Sabrina Ionescu, the WNBA star for the New York Liberty. She entered the WNBA after a historic career at Oregon, where she's the NCAA's all-time leader in triple-doubles still to this date. The number 1 pick back in 2020 missed most of her rookie season, but she was an all-star in 2022. And her 2020 Prism Black Gold PSA 10 recently set a record for the most expensive WNBA card through PWCC Auction House at $10,800. The Liberty added Breanna Stewart and Courtney Vandersloot to form a big three, and some are already expecting this to be a new WNBA dynasty. Her card here, which is her 2020 Prism WNBA base PSA 10, has seen a pretty significant increase, up 86% over the last 30 days, selling for around $48 to $50 a month ago, and most recently having sold for $89. This week's number 5 card going up, Sabrina Ionescu. At number 4 this week, we've got the 25-year-old forward from Manchester United, Marcus Rashford. Rashford was highly touted as a teenager for Man U and was even awarded the prestigious number 10 jersey in 2018, which if you remember was previously worn by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Now, injuries plagued Rashford and his team, and form suffered from 2019 to 2021, and the hype had somewhat died off. However, Rashford has triumphantly reinvigorated his career over the past couple of years, reestablishing himself as a vital piece of the Man U attack. This season in the EPL, Rashford ranks 3rd in goals scored with 14, only behind Erling Haaland and Harry Kane. He most recently scored the final goal against Newcastle to win the Carabao Cup. His first Prism came in 2018 and serves as one of his flagship cards. That card a month ago you could have had for around $12, $13 before shipping, and most recently that card has gone all the way up to $32. Most of Rashford's cards have seen that level of increase. He's our number 4 card going up this week. All right, at number 3 this week, we've got De'Aaron Fox, the star point guard from the Sacramento Kings. He's averaging a career high this season in 25.4 points per game. He has helped lead the traditionally terrible Kings to 3rd place in the Western Conference with a 35-25 record as of Monday. Recently, he played in the 2nd highest scoring game in NBA history last week versus the Clippers, where the two teams combined for a whopping 351 points. De'Aaron wasn't even the leading scorer in that game despite dropping 42 points. Over the last 10 games, Fox has been putting up some fantastic numbers, averaging 32 points per game, 7 assists, 2 steals, all while shooting 55.6% from the field. And his flagship card, if we shift over here, is his 2017 Prism Silver. This is a PSA 10, and this card a month ago was selling for around $139. Most recently has gone all the way up to $225. That's a 62.5% increase on Fox. His cards are hot, and he's our number 3 guy going up this week. All right, at number 2, counting down, we've got the star New York Yankees prospect, Jason Dominguez, El Marciano, the Martian, the 5'10 switch-hitting center fielder. He's currently 20 years old, ranked number 47 on the MLB Top 100 Prospects, and his 2020 Bowman Chrome Superfractor Auto famously sold to Shine, the collector Shine, through Golden Auctions for $474,000 a year ago. You could say that some people have some pretty big expectations for this guy. So far, he's hit .266 with 21 home runs and 46 stolen bases in 177 minor league games. He did homer in the Yankees spring training opener. He was kind of a non-rostered invited guest to participate in spring training, and he hit a moonshot, and it's got people paying attention to him again. So his card here is 2020 Bowman First Edition Base PSA 10, has gone up 120% in the last 30 days. You can see that this card started out around $39 and most recently sold for $85.78. Number 2 this week is Jason Dominguez. All right, we have arrived at the number 1 card going up this week, but before we take a look, this video is powered by Market Movers. All of this data and so much more at your fingertips. Track the hottest and coldest cards, as well as your entire collection. Visit marketmoversapp.com to see which plan best suits your needs. And now for the number 1 card this week. He was dunking like a madman. It's Mac McClung, the undrafted rookie who won the slam dunk contest last week in a surprise. He cultivated a really large following during his college career due to his crazy hops and unrelenting competitiveness, despite being very undersized. And currently he plays for the 76ers G League team, the Delaware Bluecoats. Mac has refused to give up on his dream of playing in the NBA, and many basketball fans were pumped to see this underdog win the slam dunk contest, leading to a significant boost in his card prices. The card in particular that we've got here that we're looking at is his 2022 Hoops Hot Signatures rookie card. This is the raw variation. There's not a lot out there for Mac McClung, obviously because he's not in the NBA, but he does have this Hot Signatures card. And this is a good example of when these sort of unsung players get into the spotlight. You think about a guy like Alex Caruso, for example. If they make it into the NBA, sometimes there's no cards, and so everybody goes rushing out for the 1 or 2 cards that do exist, and you see these big price increases like McClung. It was up 181% on this card, $103 difference over the last 30 days. Our number 1 card that has gone up this week, Mac McClung. All right, everybody, that does it for this week's video. If you enjoyed this, please give us a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe, and make sure to check out and check back Thursday for Cards on the Table. We've got big news coming from Fanatics and Topps. Until that time, happy collecting, happy investing, and make sure you're always having fun.